Hello guys, I'm Jillian and you're watching Revitalize from the Inside Out. Thank you for coming here. You're watching video 3 of the Ayahuasca Retreats Healing Adventure. So thank you for joining me. I want to report to you the third night of my experience. Yes, another intense one. But again, not nearly as intense as the first one or the second one this time. I think I'm getting used to them and getting accustomed to the experience. There isn't too much to report about this one. I stepped into the maloka for the ceremony. I sat down and I was quite anxious, breathing quite heavily, anticipating maybe the worst. But that's not what happened. So, rather, we took the medicine. I took the medicine and I remember sitting there waiting for what seemed like a very long period of time. The shaman began singing, and this time the shaman prayed over each of us at some point during the evening. This time, when ayahuasca finally kicked in for me, and the medicine started taking presence inside of me, she spent the night in my stomach healing. Now, that sounds a bit strange, but what I mean is the sensations that I was having all took place in my stomach and around my guts area. It felt like it was a bit like burning inside, but not in a very painful, aggressive way. She spent the night healing my stomach and intestines, all of my bowels. I saw a vision of a male doctor quietly and quickly working over me and telling me to stay calm. It was important, so she spent the whole night doing it. The whole night was spent on my stomach and my abdomen area. I saw visions of my IBS. Yes, not something I reported yet, but I think I have some form of IBS, as a doctor had confirmed with me. Irritable bowel syndrome. Yeah, it's not very fun. It's not incredibly horrible. I just don't eat certain foods and keep the healthiest diet possible and don't eat too much, and I can keep my IBS or irritable bowel syndrome in check. But yeah, it could have come to me. Could have had it for any number of reasons. I'm not sure why. I know it developed about 7 years ago and I've been living with it ever since. It's a bit more mild than it used to be. I hadn't paid any attention to it until last night through the ayahuasca adventure, and there was a spirit doctor during the ayahuasca ceremony over my stomach in my visions, healing it, almost performing surgery on it. So I saw my organs getting cleaned and healed, but I seemed to understand from the visions that my IBS had derived somehow as a result of some pain inflicted upon me during my childhood. I'm not sure exactly what, but that's all I could tell you that I sensed. But it's not that uncommon to have ailments and maybe even some stomach pains that could have come from an experience, a traumatizing experience in our lives, especially stress and stress for women. This is a huge cause of a lot of people's IBS issues or stomach issues, even any digestive issues. So, as you know, I've adopted an incredibly healthy diet, mostly raw, vegan in this case, and I've experienced a much healthier body and a much healthier stomach as well. Less painful, less disrupting. Pretty much going to do whatever it takes to head into a healthy direction where I feel good and fully energized. So yeah, I suppose it was very important. The medicine was in my stomach, completely focused on my stomach through the night. The next day, this morning, my stomach felt fine. It felt quite good, and I haven't experienced a single problem so far, even since the beginning. Again, before these ceremonies, as part of our preparation, we've been taking these plant baths. I did also last night or yesterday before the night of our ceremony. They're totally refreshing, and that plant water, however it's made by the shaman, it smells amazing, and I totally look forward to it every time. It seems to be great for the skin because my skin feels so soft and so clear. But yeah, a lot of healing going on here. More than I can tell you, more than I know, of course. Yeah, I can say at this point I'm really glad I came, but I'm slightly uneasy. Definitely have to admit I'm slightly uneasy and a little bit jittery. Completely exhausted. Don't have very much energy to walk too far or do too much. Just reading books, journaling, and very thoughtful about this process. Very reflective and introspective person at this time. But yeah, I hope eventually that my jitteriness will wear off. But again, it's a totally foreign new experience in a totally foreign new place. So with traditions that I'm experiencing for the first time. So yeah, nothing but beneficial. I trust that the plant medicine is doing its job and having an extremely impactful healing effect on my body, my mind, and spiritually as well. Right, stay tuned for video 4, guys. Thanks for watching.